Now, let's talk to each other a little bit, because we're both in entertainment. We've both been doing this for a while locally now. So neither of us claim to be, like, you know, famous or superstars or anything
like that. But we'd like to be.
Yeah, there you go.
And we kind of are in our own way, I guess.
There you go. So, I mean, we each have, like, our own definition of what is considered successful.
Right.
And if you're happy and if you feel like you're achieving something, then what's wrong with that?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and I just want to point out, you can look out on YouTube. There's a video of Anna getting hypnotized, and it's got lots of views, over 3,000 views. So help that get some more views. Go on YouTube and check that out. She was on my show, True Talk.
Yes, True Talk.
She's hypnotized. So very popular clip. Check that out. And Anna's done a lot. She's done, you've done theater, which I mentioned, In the Blood, which you did at SCCC.
And you were in The Blood, but you were in the technical.
Yes, I wasn't in the actual.
Yeah.
But this is something you did. You played a couple characters in that play. Mm-hmm. And you did several shows. This wasn't just like a one-time show that you did. You did it for like a week, right? You did like...
Yeah, we did about, what, 3 shows?
3 shows?
Maybe 4.
Okay, so quite a few people saw you in that. And you've done other theater things as well that I've seen you in.
And I always like when there's more than one show, because every time you do it, it's a little different.
Yeah,
and then you can get a little... You can get different feelings from every time, and every audience is different. So
I feel like an audience brings out something different in you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it brings out another side of you that maybe necessarily you didn't bring out the night before.
Yeah, their energy is really important. And you've done theater, too. That's where we met. For you guys who've been following us, we met in our theater and drama program with Boynton.
Yes.
How did you like theater?
It was... you know, I'm really glad I did it, because it was a good experience, and I got to learn a lot, and I got to meet, you know, you and some really cool people, and learn. I mean, that's the most important thing, was learn. You know, certainly, you know, I had my moments where I'm like, do I belong here? I feel like I don't fit in,
right.
But...
I feel like that, too.
You feel like that, too?
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know, but at the end of the day, I feel like I learned stuff, and I met people, and I feel like whatever path you go down, even though things might not be perfect, like, it's for a reason, because you meet this person, that person, like, it all connects, I feel like.
And you can always grow from every experience.
So I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did theater. I didn't get a lot of, like, experience on stage.
What did you enjoy more, being behind the scenes or in the forefront?
Well, you know, I'm not really a behind-the-scenes
No, you're
person,
not.
You know, well, I take that back a little, because I do a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff for the shows.
That's true.
So I do take that back.
Right.
You know, with all the shows, I do, you know, all the planning, everything. So, you know, I do that part of it. But I really just enjoy the process. I enjoy the process.
And you definitely belong in front of the camera.
No, you belong in front of the camera.
No, you belong in the camera. No, you really do, though.
We're just going to eat each other up right now. So
we did that at the same time.
So when did you first begin doing this? When did you know that you wanted to be in the arts?
Pardon me. I've always enjoyed the arts. Landon's telling me, other camera, please. I've always enjoyed the arts. This one. Middle?
We
to the left.
Trouble here.
To the left.
To the left. To the left.
Everything you own in the
to the right.
Okay.
To the right.
That's how it was at the beginning. Okay. But thank you so much, Landis, our technical director. No, I've always loved the arts. I've always loved singing. To be honest, I never really thought of myself as singing being my best quality. I've always thought acting was my strongest trait. But I've always loved dancing too. I did tap, jazz, and hip hop ever since I was like 3, all the way until 18. I loved dance, always loved singing, always loved acting, always loved creating. I even like, visual art too, like painting and working with charcoal. It's always been a passion of mine.
So what's your dream in all of this? So where do you dream of being at the end of the day? Like, what is your ultimate goal in the arts, in the entertainment?
Just to be able to...
A reachable goal, I would say. Like,
Yeah.
what's your reachable goal?
A realistic goal.
Right. Because we understand that this shot is 1 in a million.
Right.
Like, you know, it isn't something that happens
To many.
So.
Honestly, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be rich. I would like to be wealthy one day, or not even wealthy, just be comfortable, financially comfortable. But more importantly, like, I just want to be able to do the things that I love to do, like create music, create different types of art, and just be happy in my craft and explore different avenues in that craft and just get better as an artist and just create. I mean, I don't need to become rich and famous to be happy. Like, just merely doing what I enjoy doing makes me happy.
What have you done in, let's call it your career, because it is your career. You know, it's your life, it's your legacy, so it is your career. What have you done in your career that you would say was your high point? You know, something that you're really proud of, that, you know, if you're out with someone and you're meeting them, you're like, hey, I did this before. You know, what's something that's that memorable that you don't forget?
I honestly, when people ask me what I'm up to, I always tell them music, but always tell them also Variety with John and Anna.
Oh,
like,
and
then I'm not just saying that because I'm on the show and because we're filming now. Like, I truly, genuinely, honestly say that.
You do.
I'm very proud to be a part of this. I'm very thankful to be a part of this. And I love being a part of this, and I have fun, and we learn, we even do research. Remember before we were saying it's kind of like school again, because we study, do research, and we collab.
And we get to meet people, the guests that come on and stuff.
And we learn.
Absolutely.
And so doing this show is one of the things that I'm immensely proud of as far as like being an artist goes, because I love it. And I'm so thankful that we have the opportunity to like have Landis, and the pleasure to have Landis and Tim as our directors and to work with us and sacrifice their time to help us, and we all work together and make something great, and I'm just very thankful.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for you, Johnny, like, I wouldn't be doing any of this.
Oh,
so I thank you.
So, well, you know, it all happens. It all happens for a reason. So, and I have a great time as well. So, you know, I've always sort of envisioned having a co-host and doing something, you know, alongside with someone, and I think we really work well together.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So what do you say, like, if someone asks you, like, or what are you most proud of, like, as an artist or in your career? What's the one thing that sticks out the most?
I really do. I cherish a lot of it. I mean, the TV thing, obviously, you know, I'm proud to be here and doing this for as long as I have. I actually started doing this in 1999. So I've been doing this for a while now. And, you know, I actually feel more comfortable, I feel like, on camera than I do in person. Like, I feel like I'm more personable on camera than I am in person. It's just where I feel more comfortable. I feel like I'm, you know, I feel like I'm more like me, you know what I mean? Because I'm able to perform and be. It's like I always call it like an exaggerated version of yourself. And
do you feel like when you're in front of the camera you have more control?
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It might be like more control. So like a purpose. You know, you're there for a reason. But you know, I love doing shows with the audience. That's like one of my favorite things, and I like it because I get to interact with people and take their questions, and you know, I love when audience members when they're friendly with me and we have that connection. You know what I mean? Not just someone standing up asking the guest a question. I like, you know, it feels, you know, when somebody comes to my show and they put their arm around me, and then we're just like, you know, having our little comments back and forth. That's the nice part. Yeah.
It's playful and fun and real.
It is, yeah. And you feel like, wow, you know, we're having a connection right now. So, and I'll be honest, you know, some shows you're like, this audience is like, is very quiet. You can hear
Right.
a pin drop. You know
Or
what I
maybe
mean?
they're non-responsive.
Right. So every show is different. I mean, no show is the same. Just like here. I mean, no show is ever the
Right.
same because, you know, you're dealing with different circumstances, different people, different, you know. So it's always a pleasure because you never know how it's going to go, and it's always different.
And
it's
you
always
do a
fun.
great job,
Oh,
by the
thanks.
way, getting, well, doing your shows anyway, True Talk Variety, and just the fact that you get all those people to come to the show as guests, that's amazing.
Yeah,
You're
and I
really
would say that's
great
like
at
my
that.
biggest thing for me. Like that's like my biggest accomplishment really is, you know, getting 70 or 100 people
Yeah.
to show up to an event that
You
I
get
created.
people to come.
You know, that makes me happy. That
Mhm.
people are, you know, that much into something that I created. So,